So, so time is very powerful. Huh? Yeah. So nobody can catch time, and nobody can stop the time. Nobody can bribe the time factor. It is slipping in our hands. Arjuna asks Krishna on the battlefield. After explaining all the vibhutis, opulences in 10th chapter Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna asks Krishna, how you have entered into the cosmos, explain to me. Immediately Krishna displayed that universal form. Krishna showed this universal form 5 times, not 1 time. Every time he showed a different form, not the same monotonous form. 5 times he showed 5 different types of universal form. One day Yashoda was looking into the mouth of Krishna. How many teeth my helpless baby child got? Actually, that's second time. First time, how many teeth? Mothers, they do that. How many teeth my child got? They want to share with others. So after breastfeeding him, she wanted to look into his mouth. What Krishna did? He yawned. And he yawned. He saw the multiverse. And in that one universe, in that so many galaxies, so many solar systems, in that Earth planet, in that Vrindavan, Yashoda is looking into the mouth of Krishna. What is this? She thought she was hallucinating. The second time Krishna showed, one day Gopas came and complained, Krishna ate dirt. Krishna ate dirt. I gave him every day sandesh. Krishna, come here. Did you eat dirt? No, I'm not eating dirt. Your friends are complaining. Yeah, they fought today. But your brother, elder brother Balram is complaining. Balram joined their party. They all became one. She said, open your mouth. He said, I didn't eat. Open your mouth. Krishna opened. Second time he showed the universal form. Third time, Vidur told him, my lord, you are going to Dhritarashtra's court as Pandava's ambassador, but I heard they made big plans to arrest you, put in the jail. Until Pandavas withdraw their claim of half kingdom or 5 villages, they will not let you go. Krishna said, don't worry. I'll take care of this. No, my lord, you don't know. Duryodhana made a lot of plans. My mother could bind me because of her love. Nobody can bind me with the force. And as I said, when Krishna presented it, Duryodhana didn't like it. Arrest him. Immediately Krishna said, nobody can arrest. He showed universal form. Hundreds and thousands of suns, they come into the universe at the same time. How much effulgence? Usually in the month of May, you see one sun is so difficult. Third time. Fourth time, 11th chapter Bhagavad Gita, when Krishna was teaching Bhagavad Gita on the battlefield. That is fourth time. And last time is one day Krishna came across Uttanka, sage. Sage Uttanka said, I heard you are the reason for the death of 650 million people. He took the water. I curse you, Krishna. Wait. You know who I am? I don't know. Immediately Krishna exhibited universal form. Time is a very imperceptible, powerful force. Now Arjuna is thinking, you are my friend. Who are you? What is this form? कालास्मि लोकक्षयकृत प्रवृत्तो लोकान् समाहर्तुमिहं प्रवृत्ता. Time I am Arjuna in the form of I'm a Kala Rupa. In the form of time, except you five Pandavas, I'm going to take everyone from here. Then Arjun starts offering excuses. My lord, when Sayyasana Bhojaneshu, when we are taking prasad and we are laying on the bed, I used to call, oh Saketi, oh Yadaveti, oh yeah, you are Yadavas, we are Kshatriyas. I used to make fun of you. I realized, please forgive me. Sorry. I never knew you are this much. So time, Kala. And Arjun asks, hey, what is that form? What is happening? All these great barriers are getting crushed under your teeth. Dranancha Bhishmamcha Chayadratancha. These great barriers are getting crushed under your teeth. Krishna said, I told you, I'll show you something, you'll love it. That is what is going to happen. Nimittamatra Bhavasavya Sachi. Hey, you take the claim, you get the glory. I've already done what you want me to do. In the form of time, they're already killed. Barbaric was the one. After Mahabharat war was over, who won the war? Is it Bhim? Arjun? Who won the war? Dharmaraj? So one person was watching the show, Barbaric, the son of Ghatotkacha. They asked him, who is the reason for war? Barbaric said, I saw only one thing working these 18 days. Krishna's Sudarshan Chakra is going. This chakra in the form of time is killing them, then Arjuna arrow will go and kill. So the person who is behind this whole thing is Krishna and his Sudarshan Chakra. Time is a powerful, formidable, destructive force. Second canto Bhagavatam speaks of time, how to measure time. So, but Eastern tradition has a different way of time. But the power of time, mountains become powder, oceans dry up, and most beautiful cinema heroine or hero will become a grandmother or grandfather. That is the power of time. One person, he told his sons, he was very successful in his career of accounting. And by his reports, so many people became billionaires. So he was paid very highly. He told his son, I never thought a day like this will come. I'll see my face without teeth. Son said, Dad, that's the power of time, Bhagavad Gita. What is a machine? There is a word called a half-life period in science. So everything, minute to minute, minute to minute, minute to minute. So I have a video here. One minute.
Most people spend their lives wrapped up in rushing to and fro. As time flows quickly by, days, months, and years rush by in the blink of an eye. Yet for some reason, people try to ignore this fact. It is as if they think they will never grow old. Yet the days of youth that they so fondly imagine will never end are really very short. Almost everyone realizes that he will grow old one day. Yet young people always feel that those days are very far off. They refuse to accept that they will one day be old, weak.
So we take things for granted actually. The time is slipping from our hands, you know. Today, how do we make sure? How do we make sure we utilize the time in a right way so that we can get best from both the worlds? Time is powerful. Couple of years ago, just before New Year started in the month of December, a tsunami came in South Asia and swept off probably one of the worst worst destructions in the society. Later, similar tsunami came in Japan actually. So the point is, time keeps on moving. There is a famous thing, time and tide doesn't wait for anybody. So today, how do we make sure, we make the best use of the human life, best use of the bad bargain? The first thing is realize our presence in the world is temporary. Actually, every day we are removed from this world of duality for 6 to 8 hours based on your sleep. Your Madhvacharya says this. We are removed from this world of duality for 6 hours. When you are dreaming, do you know anything about your children? Do you know anything about your career? Do you know anything about your home? How to pay mortgage? Have a relationship problem? Have that problem? Radha Govind Bhagwan ki. So then we are brought into this world in the morning. We all think it is alarm. Trust me, it is not alarm. Super soul, Paramatma wakes you up. Who wakes us up? Super soul. Before, of course, when Paramatma sanctions, then only this sound will enter into our ears. Otherwise, we can't. So what we have to do is first realize our body is temporary. My great-grandfather is not there. My great-grandmother is not there. So they're all gone in by the power of time. Napoleon and France were synonymous. Napoleon Bonaparte means France, France means Napoleon. But it is so many decades since Napoleon left the world. But France is still there. And second kind of Bhagavatam speaks of how from Ahankar, intelligence is manifested, intelligence, then mind is manifested from mind, ether is manifested, ether, sound is manifested. Then from ether actually, what is that? The air is manifested from air, fire is manifested from fire, water is manifested from water, the grossest element, earth is manifested. And a few millions of years later, same thing in the reverse order, they will all merge back. earth will merge into the water, water will merge into the air, merge into the fire, fire will merge into the air, air will merge into the ego, earth won't be there. This all happens by the power of time. So rather than when first we understand our presence as human life is maximum 100 years. Actually, probably, I don't know exact percentage of living entities. Some insects live only 1 week. Some insects live only 1 day. Some insects live 1 month. For dog, 1 year is equal to, our 10 years is equal to dog 1 year. So dog lives only 8, 9, 11 years maximum. So a mosquito lives a week. First day mosquito is born, it keeps on playing. Second day mosquito goes to college and learn how to suck the blood. Third day mosquito meets a girlfriend. And fourth day mosquito gives birth to so many children through female mosquito. And fifth day mosquito trains all the children how to pursue the career of sucking the blood without being killed. Sixth day mosquito becomes old. I'm not. It's true. Seventh day mosquito dies. All this. So this is a cycle. You take birth, you grow, you stay for some time, you give birth to byproducts, means children, and your body becomes weak, dwindles, body starts becoming weak, and last one, you die down. These 7 changes, these 6 changes happen, whether you're a devotee, non-devotee. But Prahlad explains this. What is that? Mosquitoes, cats, and dogs cannot come together on 31st night and discuss the goal of life. One day, even many humans don't know this. One day I was working in Singapore actually. Then one friend came to America from Singapore and he sent a big message. I have become history, I have become history, I have become history. My name is eternally there in the history. What happened? On New Year day, he went to Times Square, New York, and he saw 99 changing into 2000, new millennium. That time he said, I was there. I have become history. What is true? How many of you know who won the 2004 Olympic gold medal in running race, 400 meters? It is all illusion actually. So, Kaumarat Prahlad says, Kaumarat Acharat Prajno, Dharman Bhagavataniha, Durlabham Manusha Janmam, Tadyapi Adruvam Artadam. Prahlad says, human life is meant for, though it is very temporary, it is meant for self-realization. Hey, realize you are not the body but a spirit soul. I am here to tell you a story. I think, I cut it paste from somewhere. So, though the human body is temporary, it has the ability to break the cycle of birth and death. You can go back to spiritual world after awakening the love of God. Adruvam, temporary. Artadam, it has a lot of value. Lord Chaitanya says, Lord Chaitanya is Krishna himself. It's a combination of Radha and Krishna. Sri Krishna Chaitanya Radha, Krishna Nahi Anya. So he tells, Jeev Jago, Gaur Chandra Bole, Kot Nidra Jao Maya Pisachir Bole. My dear brothers and sisters, wake up, wake up, wake up. We are all sleeping on the lap of Maya. Christians call it Satan. So it makes us forget to the surroundings. How many of you agree? You don't remember how you suffered by COVID through COVID and what you went through certain operations, certain sufferings. But you remember how you enjoyed eating gulab jamun, how you enjoyed, very nicely, How you enjoyed that movie? How you enjoyed that association? You remember? Amana figure. Mind will never tell you how you suffer and don't do it. And should I tell you one more interesting Maya power? Your tongue will never become sick. Some of you are 20-year-old, some are 30-year-old, some are 40-year-old, some are 50-year-old. Did you see, Prabhu, how is your lunch today? Past 1 month, no food. What happened? Tongue is sick. Did tongue ever become sick? You may have sometime little ulcer here. What is that? What do you call it? Stress ulcers. But it does not stop you from eating. You don't see tongue becoming sick. Right? And your mind will never remind you of the sufferings you went through. And your mind will never tell you, stop this, stop this, stop this. Mind will always show you those things, usually very bad for you. Go for it. But you say, I have diabetes, you're telling sugar, no problem. You can take tablets, no problem. But go for this. Hey, if neighbor comes to know deadly, make sure neighbor doesn't know, but do it. Mind is your worst enemy. Maya attacks through us, Maya attacks through our mind. In other words, mind controls us, we don't control the mind. So Lord Chaitanya, that's why I want to show this is, he came to, Lord Chaitanya brought Harinam to become free from this Maya illusion. To become free from this illusion, this network of illusion, Maya, Lord Chaitanya brought a few things. One is Golokera Premadana Harinam Sankirtana. It is not that we don't have anything and we are jumping up and down, dancing crazy. No. This mantra is directly from spiritual world. One day, one of our brahmacharis was coming in the middle of the night, and there is a discotheque called Archie's. Anybody knows heard this name Archie's? Especially from Mumbai. That is Archie's Gallery. That is different. Anyway, he saw this old young man of hardly 20-year-old coming out. He said, what is this? He said, we dance with the girls and with nice food, then nice music. Really, how much money you paid? The story is 15 years old. So he said, we paid this much money. He said, right opposite to your Archies, we have RGs. Means Radha Gopinath. So same thing happens there also. You can also dance. You can also nice food, nice music. He said, how much money? Free. Really? On the top of it, here you get bad karma. There you burn your bad karma. He said, I'll try at least once. He came. And Kirtan was going on, dancing left and right. He said, whatever music happens in Archie's, this place music is 10 times more powerful. But I have only one question. Why ladies are not mixing with men? Why they are not dancing together, he said. Then this brahmachari said, without even dancing with ladies, you'll get enough kick. So you don't need ladies. You don't need ladies. The mantra itself is very powerful. You'll get enough kick. And what all the students did, he made him dance like anything left and right, left and right. He became so exhausted. After that, Prasad, they said, how you're able to give it free of cost? To save people like you. You come here every week, but make sure you don't spend that money there going to Archie's. You come here and celebrate your weekend festival with the RGs. We can call RG means Radha Gopichanal also. So, one thing we should do is a flower lives to give fragrance to others. A cow lives to give milk to the rest of the world. Mother Earth is there to hold all of us. Air is there to serve us. Sky is there to offer us a roof, at least to give an impression. So become little selfless. ಏನೇಚಿ ಔಷಧಿ ಮಾಯ ನಾಸಿಬರು ಲಾಗಿ ಹರಿನಾಮ ಮಹಾಮಂತ್ರ ಲಾವೋ ತುಮಿ ಮಾಗಿ. So Lord Chaitanya says, I have come to give, I have come to awaken the love of God. Rather than thinking always having a dictionary with you with the three words, I, me, mine, I, me, mine, what will I get, what will I get, what will I get? My dear friend, realize time is slipping out away from your hands imperceptibly. Try to gain mercy by helping others. What is the help? Janma sarda kuri karo paropkar. How to help paropkar? Give harinam to others. Give prasad to others. Invite them to come here and tell them to get rid of impurities. Lust is killing us like anything. Anger is burning us from within. Greed is burning the planet. Scientists are telling the planet is not going to live more than 100 years because of the immense greed, intense greed. So we are shooting in our foot because of impurities. But somehow we are trying to speak nicely. And we are unable to see the power of time. One day I was traveling. I just came from Utah actually. So this person, 2010, and very famous scientist, he said, God is not there. People are calling us atheist. Let us change the name atheist to brights. God is not there. No need of God. So one day in the flight, I saw this book written by him. I asked the gentleman, what is he doing right now? Because I know him. He wrote, he made a lot of a big proposition against the existence of God, Krishna. This person said, no, he passed away 10 years ago. He passed away 10 years ago. So to live is our physical need. To love and be loved is our emotional need. But ladies and gentlemen, to leave a legacy is our spiritual need. Opportunities will come, tests will come, choices will come. What choices you will make will not only influence you, but it will influence your children, will influence the rest of the world. Aurangzeb was made the same choice. Was given the same choice as Ramchandra. Lord Ram was called for in the morning. Lord Ram already decorated himself. Sita was ready for coronation. Then Sumantra came and said, your father is calling you. What will you think? He will tell me actually, how to sit in the yajna, how to take part. But what did they say? Kaiga said, you have to go to forest. Same time you have to be coronated, you have to go to forest, and your brother Bharat will be coronated. Your father cannot tell this. Ram said, yes, thank you. Ram left. Sometimes one time I thought, what if the today's modern Ram, what he would say? If it's a very silent Ram, he would say, actually, Dad, I want to go, but we already told our friends. They're all here, They're all here. We don't want to disappoint. That is one version. Another Ram would say, actually, Dad, I want to listen to you, but my wife will be upset, Sita. I cannot displease you, If you really ask me, please withdraw this one. But I don't know what I will do. I'm very good, but my wife doesn't like it, What is that? So he's telling, this Prabhu, so you're telling me to go to forest, there is no forest at all. Or then you start making, give me 50-50. But Ram said, no problem. But same choice was given to Aurangzeb a few centuries later. Aurangzeb said, congratulations, yes, father, no problem. Amazing. He told his brother was not there actually. He sent a message, congratulations. That day, Shah Jahan, 8 o'clock in the night, he went into his room. Somebody came and locked the door. Said, what is that? Aurangzeb came and said, Dad, stay here for the rest of the life. Anyway, it has a window, you can see Taj Mahal. And he killed all the brothers. Today, Ram is not there. Aurangzeb is not there. But their legacy is there. Of course, Ram is Bhagavan himself. But the Jiva Tattva, they collect karma, bad karma. And by the power of three modes, Rajagun, Tamagun, we think we are eternal. You are eternal as a soul, but as body we are temporary. Today Aurangzeb is not there, but the legacy left. Legacy was there. Today Ravan is not there. Even Vibhishan was not there. Actually, Ravan was a performer, but Uru Langamara, Vibhishan. So Lord Chaitanya says, utilize your life to purify yourself, purify others. What Lord Chaitanya did, Jagai and Madai were rapists, murderers, killers, serial killers. And for them, killing is a hobby. And so many people were killed, raped, murdered, their properties were stolen. But Nityananda Prabhu was a preacher. Can you believe what is sometimes people ask, who is Lord Chaitanya? Krishna came as a preacher. You know, Krishna would, in Krishna Leela, Krishna would show his pastimes. But Lord Chaitanya, Krishna himself became a preacher. So Nityananda Prabhu, this is what he felt. I will try to transform their hearts. They'll try to kill me. Lord Chaitanya would know. He would try to kill them. They will become scared and they will transform their lives. So these people, Nityananda Prabhu went and told them, Bolo Krishna Bhajo, Krishna Karo, Krishna Siksha, Krishna Mata, Krishna Pita, Krishna Pranadhan. Brothers, chant the holy name. You're wasting your time. Please. Mother said, you're preaching to me. Nobody would even dare enough to come close. He picked up the pot. His courage and confidence is to kill one person, anybody in one shot. He smashed Nityananda Prabhu's head with a liquor pot. Interestingly, Nityananda Prabhu didn't die. Of course, it's Balramji himself. But then Lord Chaitanya came. Chakra, chakra, chakra. So what is the first thing that we can learn? Selflessness. It's very important. Srila Prabhupada came to America with 40 rupees. 2 heart attacks when he was on the ship. Seasickness. Nobody was there to receive Srila Prabhupada in Boston. But same Prabhupada came to Detroit in 1968, 3 years later. Krishna would have arranged an aeroplane. But why Krishna made this voyage special? Krishna wanted to tell the world devotees can go any extent to bring the last fallen conditioned souls to the lotus feet of Krishna. Devotee can go any extent. Same Srila Prabhupada came to Detroit 1968, 3 years later. Do you know who was in the airport? Henry Ford, great grandson. Waiting. 1968 is the year Lincoln Continental was released. Alfred Ford, Ambrish Prabhu was waiting in Detroit airport as a chauffeur with Lincoln Continental to receive Srila Prabhupada. How? Krishna told Arjun, Nimitta Matra Bhava Savyasachi, in the form of time, I'll do everything for you. You become obedient, humble servant. Srila Prabhupada read that 3 years later. When Prabhupada came to Detroit, Ambrish Prabhu was standing there as a chauffeur for Srila Prabhupada with the latest Lincoln Continental model, new car. So the message is, I already said, you have a responsibility to leave the legacy. We are responsible for our actions, not only for our karma, but our future generations to follow. Then I said, you become the instrument of Krishna's. Hey Krishna will use you. Flute. Why gopis tell this? You don't make us work. You come and sit in your in our ear, and whatever we deserve, you do that. You get it. You got the Krishna's nectar from his lips, and sometimes he puts you around the waist. Sometimes he puts on the chest. How? How is that flute became instrument of Krishna? How is that Arjun became instrument of Krishna? Krishna could do things. Flute, if you look like this, is shallow. There is nothing inside. No hankar, no mamakar. Day one, removed from the parents and taken to blacksmith, holes are made. Pain. Means flute allows to go. Flute allows himself to go through the purification. Are you ready to go through purification? Are you willing to get rid of greed, envy, anger, lust? Do you want to use 2025 apart from career and relationships? Do you want to focus to get rid of greed and envy? If you have not done in the past, are you willing to do? If yes, very soon Krishna will use you. Srila Prabhupada came in 19 with 40 rupees. Prabhupada built 108 temples only in 12 years. One temple I regularly go in New York. It's a very costly temple. That itself worth is around $70 million. A man who came with 40 rupees, how is that Krishna, made him purchase 108 temples in 12 years? One day Srila Prabhupada was in Kremlin area, Russia. Parliament, Kremlin is called Russian Parliament. Prabhupada put his hand and said, one day there will be a temple here. There was a temple next to Kremlin, very close to Kremlin. Wow. So my point to you all, if you want to become instrument of Krishna, if you want to make your life better, Krishna is willing, Lord Chaitanya is willing. How? Janma sarada kori karo paropakara. First you help yourself. Even if you have so much money, heart is filled with envy, greed, we can never be happy. I always say this. You go and say, yesterday, in your office, yesterday I purchased a Toyota Camry. Your colleague says, yesterday I purchased Tesla. Pain here. We are not happy that we have a Camry, but we are miserable that somebody has a better car. Yesterday we purchased a 3-bedroom home. We are not happy that we have acquired this, but we are miserable, somebody is better. So it's a prerogative to utilize human life to get rid of impurities so that we can enter into that Krishna's Leela. Manmana bhava madbhakto madhyachimam namaskuru. Mahamevash satyante pratijani prayosme. Become my devotee, offer your homage unto me. You come back to me. I make you this promise because you're my devotee. So yes, please focus on your career. Please focus on relationships. But focus on internal purification. I want to get rid of envy, greed, pride. I'm a spirit soul. If you understand, leave this place with one statement. I'm not the body. Gita says I'm a spirit soul. It's a red letter day in your life. I'm honest with you. Krishna will take care of you in Krishna's way. So, for that, we need to be ready though. I'll add one point before I show this. 10 students came here. Past 1 year, nobody's getting job. I told them, Prabhus, follow 5 things. Your life will become better. Probably you'll be settled in 4 to 5 years. 1,000 people apply resume, put their resumes, float their resumes. How to make sure there is some positive, the interviewer sees positivity in your face. Create positivity. I told 5 things. You do 5 things. And trust me, your life will become better. Before I go to details, out of 10, 1% left 9. Out of 9, 7 people got jobs in 2 months. How many of you consider it as an amazing record? How many of you agree? And one person gave already interview, and you may get in 2-3 weeks to come. So tapas, saucham, daya, satyam. Dharma stands on 4 pillars. How many of you know this word? Dharma stands on 4 pillars. Many people don't. Any Vishwa Hindu Parishad book you open, not ISKCON book, you will see this. Tapas, saucham, daya, satyam. Everyone. When you protect these 4 things, tapas, saucham, daya, satyam, there is positive energy with you. Sometimes when you're in the flight from India to America, there is a tailwind. Flight is going with a 980 mile speed, but there is a tailwind of 50. Means what? 982 plus 15. Flight is pushed. But when you do not follow this, tapas, saucham, daya, satyam, there is a headwind. It is going forward with the 982, but headwind is 50 miles. Means what? 982 minus 50. 932. How many of you want to follow this for this the principles of Dharma? Tapas, Saucham, Daya, Satyam. Prabhupada achieved with hippies. Prabhupada went to Russia and achieved with Russians. He went to Japan and achieved with Japanese. Prabhupada went to Iran and achieved with Iranians. We have a temple in Iran also. When you go for alcoholism, you are breaking the first pillar of Dharma, tapasya. When you go for extramarital affairs, Krishna says, get married and give birth to children. Dharma viruddha bhuteshu kamasva bhardarshapa. You are breaking the second. But Krishna says, no artificial, no extramarital affairs, no illicit connections, no wrong artificial way of satisfying yourself, especially those unmarried. Daya, when you go for product of slaughter, meat, for the sake of 1.5 inch tongue, you are breaking the third pillar of Dharma, Daya. Satyam, when you go for gambling, you are breaking the fourth pillar. I told the boys, please follow this 4. And on the top of it, I said, when you're spending half an hour in the bathroom to clean your body, come out and clean your heart. I told them, chant 4 rounds. Lord Chaitanya brought this mantra, Golokera Premadhan Harinam Sankirtana. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare Ram, Ram, Hare. It is not any other mantra. Hinduism is a pantheon of gods. So many temples with so many temple shopping. Like the Indians have this opportunity, temple shopping also. No? Like window shopping, temple shopping. No, this is not any other mantra. This mantra was directly brought by Lord Chaitanya from Golok Vrindavan Krishna Loka. Sung by Lord Shiva. All the devatas. So when you get up in the morning, focus on this. Good sadhana. Half an hour. Increase it to 1 hour. 2 hours. That's the only thing that will come with you. That's what's called sadhana. And one day, a day should come, you should develop taste for this. Because when you say water, 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 water doesn't have water in it. You keep on saying water, water will be, your mouth will become dry. But Krishna, name has Krishna in it. Sitting here as a Krishna, 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 one day Krishna will come and he'll take me back to Godhead. Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasavigraha Purnamukto Nityasiddha Abhinnatvad Nama Namana. So Krishna is not different. You know, Krishna is present in his own name. One day Nardmuni went to see Krishna, but Krishna was not there. Nardmuni said, next day again, tried. Krishna was there. My lord, I came yesterday, you were not there. Whenever I want to see you, I should see you. Krishna said, you want my address? He said, yes. How many of you want to know Krishna's address? Krishna is telling this address. Naham Tishtami Vaikunte Yogina Hrideshva. I am not sitting in Vaikunta. I am not sitting in the hearts of yogis. My lord, then where are you sitting? Yatra Gayanti Mad Bhakta. Tatra Tishtami Narada. Where my devotees come together and sit down and chant my name. Tatra Tishtami. How many of you know the word Tishta? South Indian languages. Tishta means sitting. You chant the holy name. Now we chanted. Of course, Radha Govinda is listening directly. Or in your room, you chant this mantra. Krishna is with you. How many of you liked it? You chant. One student came to me and said, I liked that when I'm spending half an hour in the bathroom, why should I not spend half an hour to clean the heart? So develop the taste for the name. That is the goal. It's a challenge actually. And the second thing, Jivadaya. Srila Prabhupada came to America. He realized one thing with Americans. Hey, how are you? So Prabhupada saw that. Every day Prabhupada would go to morning walk and purposefully with a stick. How are you today? Yeah, many Americans they'd be going, this old man. Fine, how are you? Hey, you're asking a pure devotee from the spiritual world. How are you? You're creating bhakti. So that is compassion. Giving food and medicine is okay. But what is the real thing? Somebody tells you you're not the body but a spirit soul. But if you take out the bhakti process, your heart will be cleansed. You'll go back to Godhead. That's a true compassion. You know. So for example, the signal at Halstead. You know, I always tell this. Everybody know this. One boy is standing, freezing cold. You have give one person comes and gives the coat, second person gives the medicine, third person gives the food. But you went to that person and said, "Hey, what is your father's name?" You went into the net taking his father's name, and you called everyone. Finally, you found his father, and you send the boy back to the father. Who has done the real service? Obviously, the last person. How many of you agree? If you all agree, giving food is important, giving medicine is important, giving clothes is important. But sending the boy back to the father is most important. By sending boy back to the father, you are solving the problem of food, clothing, and shelter for the rest of the life. If you agree that, we are all the lost sons of the trilinear Krishna. We are lost. But of course, when somebody comes here, we don't say, "You're hungry, you're not the body, Prabhu." Spirit soul. We don't say that. We don't give food, we give prasad. Then we tell them, chant the holy name. Be part of this cleansing process. Give it to others. There's a true compassion. And a very important thing is, Vaishnava Seva, devotee Seva. Serve others. Speak nicely. Give a little prasad. How are you today? Everyone is looking for a shoulder to cry. Appreciate. Just call your family members and be grateful. Appreciate. That is also seva only. Just in the middle of the night or tomorrow morning, okay, happy new year. But you both have good relationship. It will be happier New Year. But you both are not happy in home. Happy New Year. Happiness doesn't come from eating gulab jamun, rasgulla. Happiness comes from loving exchange. How many of you agree? Sometimes in our homes, I'm a monk, I live in temple, of course. No, walls talk. Not like that. Forgiveness and forget. Chaitanya Charitamrita Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami says, every relationship has insufficiency, inadequacy, miscommunication, misunderstanding. Still, you continue that relationship. It is called affection. Not like you scratch my back, I scratch your back. That's okay, forgiveness. Without forgiveness, there is no relationship. Speak nicely, comfortably, and offer the words of gratitude. You do this with your family members, not the parents in India. Your family members at home, your spouse, they'll become happy. How many of you agree? So I'm done, So dealings, and this is the last screen, I'm done. Dealings, we may be chanting, but our dealings should be rated high. Let us make other person better. And once in a week, 24 and 7, 168, come and listen 1 hour. And willing to go through the change. That's important. These are the points I wrote. Selfless service. How many of us do the introspection regularly? It's very important. Because you only can tell your bad qualities. Nobody will tell our bad qualities. Accumulate bhakti in our lives. And more than anything, be grateful to Krishna. Hare Krishna. Yes. Yeah.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. What an amazing class, right? So let us express our gratitude to Prabhuji with 3 loud Hari Bols. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Hari Bol. Very important message, the right time at the beginning of New Year. So let us take it to our heart. Now, we will also feed our tummy. We'll go upstairs.
All in